Okay, so the show starts in like half an hour, and this is Saturday. This is going to be the craziest day here at Brickworld Chicago. All the normal attendees are over there, and they're about to do the big rope drop. It's going to be nuts. You know what? The first thing I want to do is I want to feature like our table's city. I don't think I featured it yet. So this is the modular building that I brought. It's got Hagrid on the top. And then Lord of the Bricks brought this one here. It is a bowling alley. And the guy I'm with right now, his name is Andrew. Brick and Brood brought this crazy, like, what do you call your mock there, Andrew?
I call it it's the loft. I call it the loft.
He calls it the loft. And it's got like Seinfeld in there, the Office, Fab 5.
BTS.
And it's got a fully detailed interior and it lights up. And we're going to see it lit up later on today. In fact, we're going to see everything lit up later on today because they're going to turn the lights off. But look at the party happening on the top there. And Duke Kaboom. There you go. He's going to light it up for us right now. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see some of the interior details. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, my badge is knocking over all my trees. And then Toadboard put this one together, Jason. This was done by Jane Doe, and it's actually, she's from Australia. She unfortunately couldn't make it, but she shipped her build to the US here so it could be at the table. And this one's done by Brick Girl. And then Tan Jam. It's arcade inverted corner. This one's Easy Craftsman's. It's a butcher shop. And then finally we have Moon Man Bricks, and his will light up too. Yeah, the light box is here and everything will light up inside. And there's all sorts of like minifigures and sig figs everywhere. In this park in the center here with the flags of the countries from all the contributors. So yeah, it's our little Lego city that we put together for Brickworld Chicago. Pretty cool. Before everybody comes in, looks like the roller coaster is about to operate here. It's literally opening right now. Whoa, that thing is wild. That is so neat. It's just the heads on the cars. 2, 1, and it's opening. Woo! Check it out, they got the trains fired up in this layout. All those flowered trees over there.
Is there a collaboration?
It's a lot of flowered trees.
It's like the Northern Illinois Little Train Club. So, cool. So we're all local here. All right, cool.
I love this little farm right here too, and just like this corner with the train, and like the rolling, like the style of the crop there, how it's like rolling. You see that, like the different levels. It just looks very like visually appealing. Oh, Disney Animation Studios. I don't remember seeing this yesterday or the day before, and I really like it. Personally, I really wouldn't want to go on that Ferris wheel. I'd probably get sick. I like that boardwalk though. They have the shrimp shack, like a couple like modified shrimp shacks. You know, I have the shrimp shack and I've never done anything with it. I really should do something with it. I like how it's lifted up out of the sand right or off the beach. And that Ferris wheel, oh my gosh, it is just giving her. Pretty cool little city layout here with mostly modulars. You know what, today has been incredible because I've met so many people and fans of the channel that have come up to me and said, you know, you got me back into Lego, we love your Lego city, we watch your YouTube videos every day, and I just want to give a big shout out to absolutely everybody who views my channel. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure meeting so many people here today, and it's only been like an hour. I just can't wait to continue saying hello to people and giving away some stickers and just taking lots of pictures and signing some road. I think the funniest thing that I signed today was some road packs. I was like, yes,
signing some road packs. That's amazing. A kid came up. He was wearing a Bricksie shirt. It was cool. I was just talking to the guys at the Whatnot booth, and they gave me this like some really exclusive, hard to find figures that we're gonna be giving away on Whatnot. So I'm about to take care of that. I just have to run up to my room here, grab my extra battery because my phone needs it, and then I got my big bag of minifigures too. So it's gonna be pretty neat. I'm gonna give some of these away, and it's crazy busy in there. It's wild. Yeah, so I can't wait to go deal with this, and then I can get back to my table and continue meeting more fans of the channel, because that's what it's all about. That's what puts a smile on my face. I just wanted to take the time to say thank you. Oh golly, just finished up the stream there, and now I grabbed myself a roast beef sandwich and a venti latte with an extra shot of espresso. Heck yeah, gotta freshen up because now I'm doing a meet and greet, and that's from 2 until 4. I got a bunch of stickers that I'm giving away, so yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Brandon just gave me a sig fig, and we're gonna be putting that in the Lego City when we get home. Check out the bar. It sits on this really nice, like, sloped platform. It's got the speeder bikes out front. That one's all like chromed out, but the bar just has so much detail inside. So many minifigs jammed in there. And the lighting, I can't stress that enough. Just across from our table, look at these Technic cards.
Oh god. Yeah, when they made the...
Oh, they're not Technic. They're creator expert.
When they made the...
Even better.
voice machine is to say like...
Oh, there it is.
The rims.
You can see it.
Yeah. And it's like, we charge it, hello, IT department.
Did you make these?
Yeah.
Whoa! They're so nice. There's the Instagram handle.
Yeah.
I thought they were Technic when I looked at first, but clearly they're creator expert. Like they're like all the slope work, tiles and interior, and the rims, the custom rims.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's not Lego are the wheels. Yeah. The drift car wheels.
Nice. I like the platforms that they sit on too, like the roads. Like that's just a super cool idea. Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that they looked as real. Yeah, just underneath.
Of his head.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's got to be the deepest dish pizza I've ever seen. Wow. I am excited. Tam just said it's so deep.
So deep.
Is that going to be good?
So good once it hits your lips.
Okay.
Hey, have you eaten since the last time?
I haven't eaten since the last time, so thank goodness I'll be able to eat this. I was trying to showcase these trees and flowers earlier, but it was super busy. And I understand why. Look at these things. They even have like monsters integrated within them. Let's just say that with the lights off, this table here was an absolute party. They had the music going. Have to do a voiceover for sure. This thing is absolutely covered in lights. Like, it's insane. I didn't check this out during the day, but I'm really happy that I decided to check it out at night because look at it. There are so many lights on this huge boat. Absolutely insane. Just like so many minifigures in this build, which is multicolored. Changes colors as you move upward. So this is like after dark. They turn off all the lights and then all the Lego builds light up. This one here specifically has spotlights on the chairs around it. So you can see all of the magnificent minifigures and details within this build. And as you go up top, there's all the different multicolored limb elements. It's pretty crazy to see it at night. I was excited to see the Star Wars displays because this one specifically had like a light at the end of the hallway so you could look in and see all of the details that you couldn't see during the day. Like look at Darth Vader's lightsaber there and just the action pose. And it's things like this that you just don't see. And I've noticed that with so many models at night when you walk around and all the lights are on, you just see everything from a different perspective. Here's another one that when it's lit up, it's crazy. It actually looks crazier on camera now that I'm looking at it. It's like this space police in this red light blinking room right here. And then all of these great elements on like the trans clear headlight bricks that you can find on the pad wall. This is wild. Oh, look, there's a little screen right there. Cyberpunk.
Like, I didn't even see this in the day, and now I see it at night, and it's amazing. Well, these are some of the taller cranes that I've ever seen in Lego, and these skyscrapers are really well lit up. Oh, the skyscrapers, I've just been told that they're 8 feet tall. So if you can't tell that by the video, there you go, 8 feet tall. So they're about as tall as me. So the neat thing about this one is it's actually not lights, it's glow in the dark. And that is fabulous. We got to take the time to feature our build at night, right? So we got Moonman Bricks build, Easy Craftsman, Butcher Shop all lit up there, the arcade, Brick Girls build lit up, Chando's Church, Toadborg's building there with Central Perk on the base. And this one's wild. Andrews has got full lights within it, as we saw earlier. A bunch of stick figs on the top. Mine, unfortunately, is not very exciting. It just has tea lights inside. And as I've been expressing, I want to add some lights to my city in the future, maybe. We don't have any lights in the park, but I still think it looks pretty good. And it's actually one of the more impressive light setups here in the Lego convention in regards to Lego modular building setups. With that said, this one here is amazing, right? Like, we've got lights in every single building, and also the high-speed passenger train. It's fully lit up, and every building has lights in it, and this is just nuts. Like, there's even the UFO area there, and also the barn. And this is very inspirational for me. And we saw this during the day in a different vlog, but now we're seeing it at night, and just look at that shot right there. Amazing. That's a cool bonfire. This Ghostbusters display really looked fantastic at night. You can see there's actually a moving thing there, so the lights are moving in the crops, and just the way the building was lit up as well. And I really like this one here with the smoke coming out, and these were all found at Cowlug. Also, these glow-in-the-dark art pieces look crazy in the day and even crazier in the dark. Now, I saw this and I was very inspired. I saw it late at night. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I should do something like this with my Speed Champions, because it would be a really interesting way of displaying Speed Champions like in the Lego city. Looks rather easy to build, however, you would need a lot of those glass panels, but I think it would look pretty interesting. I'm not sure if I want to add something like that to my city. This Benny character, I spotted it like on my last night there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was blown away by it. Benny the Spaceman, so much great part usage there. Another thing that I spotted on my last day was this setup here. There's so many like Imperial soldiers and those cannons. This setup was pretty cool. And then I came across this, and I'm like, oh man, I am so glad that I came across this on my last day. Like, it is just so detailed. And this, like, Imperial sort of fortress, like, super build. Like, just so much great part usage. All the buildings were really well constructed. And just the cobblestone walkways, and also all the stories with the minifigures. Yeah, this was a very impressive display. I think this is one of my favorite like custom diorama scenes that I saw there, just because of the like detail. It was just unparalleled, and I just kept looking and looking and looking and finding more things that I was interested in this display here. Specifically the rock work around the base of this giant fortress right here, and the way the cannons are coming out those little arches there. This just looked so visually appealing, and this was all done by Ryan, who goes by the Plastic Brick. And he actually won an award too, so that was pretty cool to see, and I'm glad that I came across this. We finally get to see the trains fired up here in the Indiana Jones display. There's also some working propellers on the plane there, but this is a pretty neat looking train there as it makes its way through these massive S curves. And they also have a smaller train as well, which can pass over these like very strong yet simple looking truss bridges. And I like the way they bridge the table, and these cars here are specifically full of horses, and you can actually see Rex as well. Now, I didn't do a full overview of the GBC, or the Great Ball Contraption. It's unfortunate that I didn't do that this year. I was just so busy, and I don't know, I just didn't get a chance to go around the whole GBC, but here's a small section of it.
Here's an iconic scene from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Right? We got all the Dementors, Patronus charm. And there's Harry Potter right over there with Sirius Black. What a great film. This is like the turning point of Harry Potter, I think. Like, I personally like The Prisoner of Azkaban forward. They're like my favorite movies of the series. This is just an amazing scene. The water is interesting. I like how they use the, like, what are those? Like the different shade of trans clear. They're like the, was it trans brown or transparent black? I don't even know. I forget. But it just does a really good job of creating depth within the water. I think we should take the time to check out some art. Right? I think so. This 3D Ghost Rider is impressive. It's right beside like a mini big scale version of the World Trade Center. And these like 3D art, right? Like all these 3D art pieces, like they're just like tripping me out. I don't know if the camera is gonna capture it like I see it here, but they're wavy and all sorts of different shapes. Oh, look at that. There's like a castle and a pirate ship. But these 3D ones are just crazy. And then we have Kate's incredible art. Oh my gosh, it looks even better through the camera screen. This is the T-Rex, right? Jurassic Park. And she goes by Brick Huntress on Instagram. But Kate has done that one there. She's done some fabulous stuff in the art world. She's got so many art pieces on display right now. And I also have The Apprentice, or Darth Maul. And the incredible thing about her art is the lights and just the part usage and depth that she gets within the model, right? And there's just so much different part usage. Like, it's not just regular old stud art, right? You've got like all the different greenery elements down there, and there's a combination of like Technic parts, and then all of these different curved and elements and dish elements and clouds to create the clouds. And then the way the lights shine through the transparent pieces is just amazing. Like, look at the hair here. It's like the flag elements that are yellow and gold. And the biggest one in her collection that's on display here at Brickworld is the Welcome to the Dark Side, which is Darth Vader. Oh my gosh, I just, like, looking at it through the camera is crazy. It actually gives you like a different perspective of how it looks. This thing is wild. And there are so many parts in this thing that have been used. Look at this. These are like the Technic pieces, and then there's the one-by-one circular tiles. It's pretty neat because the group that I'm with, we were helping Kate set up. So we saw how these are like put together, and they're on the wooden easels in the back, and it's actually split into 3 different sections. And down here we have a bunch of those like slope elements that are the grates, and then some red lightsabers, of course, right? And then there's whips up here, the dark red colors, once again with the transparent and the lights popping through. And this one you can actually search for certain things. There's a search and find included in it, such as all of these things: Luke's blue lightsaber, Palpatine's lightsaber, Leia's hair buns, Han's pistols, etc. And then there's some little micro scale starships up top there. There was also a pterodactyl up here as well. So yeah, she's done a tremendous job, and I think she just like commissioned out to make like a crazy bricklink sign. So make sure you check her out on Instagram. Actually making a bricklink sign for their headquarters. So it's pretty neat. I mean, there's all sorts of interesting stuff here. Look at this. That's like the yellow submarine, but it's a submarine sandwich. A laptop. And these ones here were done by Heather's Bricks as well. And this spot the difference is fun. You can try and spot the difference between the minifigures. It's like a pack of candy canes. They actually put a Christmas tree up as well. It's way down there by the doors. This place is just massive. There's so much to see. I've been wandering around for 3 days now, and I still haven't seen it all. And I'm gonna wander around for another 2 days yet, and I still won't see it all. It's crazy to think. I like this lenticular art too. They do it with like the cheese slopes. So it looks like Mario on this side, and Luigi on that side. And the biggest art pieces that we have here today are just enormous. First off, we've got some 3D art right here, which is the X-Men, and also Magneto. Wow, I'm happy we're doing this. Because once again, looking at it through the cameras, it just provides a different perspective. Okay, isn't this the one that Ferris Bueller, like it's in Ferris Bueller? I'm pretty sure, isn't like Cameron like staring at it for a long time or something? I'm pretty sure it is, but this thing is enormous. And this thing is built on the art plates, like the 16 by 16 art plates, right? A Sunday afternoon on the island of La Grande. Oop, I'm trying to read it. Zoom in here. Either way, that's the title of it, I'm sorry. But yeah, this thing is just massive. Everybody, I've been going like all day. It's getting super late. I'm running on like fumes here. Oh my gosh, this thing is just huge as well. And this is called Life on Mars. Is it David Bowie, I believe? Wow. So some pretty impressive art along this wall here. Crazy. Oh, caution, wet floor. And there's Chopper. Oh, that's a really neat model. Mindstorm's Chopper. It just keeps going and going and going. Peaches, peaches, peaches. I think everybody's done that one. Everybody who owns Bowser and the piano, except for me. I've chosen not to do that. I don't know why. I really should. Just set that up in the Lego room. Oh my gosh, look at this Batman backdrop. I love all the shield tiles. And the Batman figure. Oh, just loving every minute of this. I've been walking around. I'm honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm walking around Han Solo right now, and I have been pretty much all day, just checking it all out. I don't want to miss anything. Here's a closer look at Heather's very unique art. And like I was mentioning, Heather and actually Mr. Bookie Boo put together a Christmas tree. So they've got a custom art piece there. And this Christmas tree is loaded full of custom ornaments. So it's pretty neat that they put this together. And it's actually right by the exit of the hall. Empire Arena with over 2,000 minifigures. This is actually insane. This is like a mashup of so many different like Lego Star Wars ships and just minifigures everywhere. And then there's like the AT-AT with legs, and on the top is the UCS Millennium Falcon. It's actually ridiculous. It's sort of like just hanging on, you know? It's like drooping there. And you've got like a TIE fighter on the base of it and an X-Wing, but the amount of minifigs, like look at all those like Iron Mans. The amount of minifigures is just insane. Over 2,000 of them. It's pretty interesting. Oh my gosh, there's another UCS AT-AT that's being used as like a stadium over here, or like a seating area. This thing's wild. Just like a giant minifig display, really. So getting ready to wrap up my final day. I actually filmed this on Sunday morning, and I was really happy to see that LGMS had the trains going. Specifically, this one here had so many wagons. It was actually crazy. They actually won an award for the best train display, I believe, and I see why. Like, look at that truss bridge. And these locomotives here look absolutely fantastic. I was really happy to see these going around the track. I will say that last year, when I was at Brickworld, I saw a lot more trains operational the entire time. This year, maybe I wasn't looking around hard enough. I guess I spent my entire Saturday like doing meet and greets and stuff like that, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to walk around and look at trains and see the displays when they're fully operational. So yeah, last year I saw a lot more operational trains, but either way, I was really happy to see this massive train layout, and it is actually huge. Like, it weaves between all of these tables, and like the amount of track here is absolutely mind-boggling. So with operational trains, this is how I want to wrap up my vlog here for day 4 at Brickworld Chicago. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. Farewell!